Today on this episode of Reality Gays,
it's Marriage Story, the sequel, with Kara and Guillermo.
Georgie has wet dreams.
And in case you missed them, the 90-day Men's Rights Now Club is back. Roll it, Christina.
Hello, this is Captain Poodle speaking. Are you ready to find love?
Yes, ahoy, matey.
Love. Exciting and new. Go online. They're catfishing you.
Shocker.
Fiance.
Soon you'll be flying to parts unknown.
90-day Fiance.
Marrying someone you only met on your phone.
Be they French or Chinese, a brand new K1 visa's the key.
Ooh, the key to what, Poodle?
To love.
It's Reality Gays.
Let's love.
Welcome back, everybody. I'm Sean Robinson, and this is the Happily Ever After Tell-All No Limits. Kara, I was just going to ask you.
Mm-hmm.
I know you just talked about how horrible it was with your marriage and everything else with your separation with Guillermo, but I got to say, how's your music going? How's it going?
Well, yeah, doing good,
You bringing in money?
No, it takes a bit, we got to work
So
hard
you're
for a long
dancing
time.
in your scanties for no money? Let's take a look at how Kara's dream of a music career ended up a nightmare for her marriage. That was the quote.
That was the quote. I gotta say, I know
Look,
a lot
it's
of
a little
producers,
slanted.
but I'm liking more of Sean Robinson on this tell-all. She's asking a little bit more, or they're letting her asking more kind of pointed questions like this. It was shitty as fuck.
Pointed, but at the same time, there's a part of it that I understand what she's saying, but the phrase, let's see how Kara's dream of a music career ended up a nightmare for her marriage.
Well, and that was written by someone else.
I know, but just
very.
It's just how they're framing it. Which is, the thing is, I do believe two things can be true. Kara has been an absolute mess on this part of the tell-all. On this first of it, she's been shitty, not been great. I also think I feel like the show is setting her up to take a fall for the fact that she wanted to have a career. And
welcome to being a woman in America.
Totally agree.
Sadly.
100%.
Sadly. Yeah.
And it feels like everyone is trying to jump on her for that.
Yeah, it's definitely a voice
Even the idea of, is it making any money? Who the fuck are you?
We're going to talk about that and more, y'all. This is Reality Gays. I'm Maddie.
And I'm Poodle, and we are two ridiculous homosexuals who love nothing more than to talk about reality television and tear it a new one.
We do, and especially this actually riveting Happily Ever After Tell-All Part 2.
Can I just say, when the 90-Day Bad Boys were on, Sean never asked them, is that making any money?
No, I wrote the notes a lot. I was like, boy, the men are really like, it's all Kara's fault. Guillermo's so great.
I don't want to defend her. I don't, because she's been an absolute asshole on the first part of this tell-all.
Yeah, she was really horrible to Jasmine.
But it's the gendered comments of, well, don't you think you're a wife and a mother? Don't you think you should be at home?
Yeah.
I think both things can be true, to be honest.
I think so too. And I mean, clearly they are gearing them up for last resort.
100%.
And I'm invested in it, actually. I think it will be, but yeah, it was.
I think they're broken. I think they're over.
Once again, we're getting the 90-Day Boys Club, and it's gross. I hate it.
Yeah.
It's not. And Jovi is one of the worst at it.
Yeah. Although I do think Guillermo does acquit himself pretty well in describing his feelings The issue is the men
pile
are
on, like you said.
Yeah, the men pile on.
Yeah.
And when Andre's like, she's not wife material, fuck off.
Yeah, fuck off. Yeah, your wife tried to have a singing career and you completely didn't really support it at all. And now she's not doing it.
I loved it when they were talking about it takes long to make a living in the music business. And Libby's like, yes. She's shaking her head. She's like, yes, it takes a long time. Trust me. I have been into this.
Yeah.
Yo, Libby's got a great voice.
She's got a wonderful voice.
Yeah. So does Kara.
Yes, she does. Very talented. We'll jump into it real quickly. We want to say hi if you're watching us on the YouTube. Hi, it's YouTube's Day. So you decided to subscribe to be our sub on YouTube.
I'm so sorry I ever said that because
You're
I
welcome.
hate it every single time you say it.
You're welcome. You want to be our sub on YouTube.
Because no one
y'all.
talks that way who's in like some type of dom sub relationship. No one talks that way.
Please, when you see us at the live shows, if you subscribe on YouTube, tell Poodle, say, I'm your sub. Please, he'll love it.
In that tone of voice. No one talks.
Yeah, you got to say it like that.
Because, you know a lot about it.
Mm-hmm. Sub. So, y'all, we are at 8,300 people at the time of this recording. Maybe it'll be more, 10,000.
I don't think it's going to happen.
You're praying it doesn't happen.
I don't think it's going to happen.
But again, y'all, if it's 9,999, we're not doing shit. You fucked up.
Maybe I'll talk to an algorithm to see if we can pull off some of those.
No, Kristen's much smarter than you at this, and I will tell her to thwart you. Yeah, she will. Yeah. So anyway, we're excited for that. Hopefully, well, I am. Poodle's not.
I'm not.
He's not at all.
You're not excited for your scary movie, though. Ooh,
I'm not, but I do feel like because it will.
No, I'm going to get something to fuck you up.
Don't
get me wrong.
Yeah, it'll scare you. I mean, you already said, which I wouldn't, like if you wanted to watch that Human Centipede, I can't watch that. I won't watch that movie.
I think that's disgusting.
I can't watch those kind of things. And I honestly don't think you get a better reaction from me. But I feel like this is going to be, like even just talking about it right now, my chest is starting to tighten.
Good.
So I know this is going to be hard for me. However, I think the skid mark of shame is going to last a lot longer on you than it is on me.
You know what? I'll probably just pry open the Band-Aid and then I'll enjoy it. The worst part, I've got to say, my biggest fear is that I think some of you will find it repetitive.
You don't want to be boring with your sex?
No, that's my worst fear. I'm afraid some of you may have critiques.
Yeah.
And you know what you can do with those? And we're stuff them in a sack.
We're filming it. We are filming it, and so we can put this all over our social media.
I don't like this. What if they have to bleep it out? Some of the shit that I've said is not fit for any consumption.
No, it's going to be bleeped.
Like when I'm in the zone, the things that I'm saying are unbelievably filthy even to me.
Have you told your brother, dude? I bet he thinks it's going to be hilarious.
I haven't told my brother about it, but he would think it was hysterical.
What if your mother saw it one day?
I don't think she could comprehend it. No, she would go, this is beyond me. No, it's too dirty. Why can't you do something on your podcast that's not just dirty?
Yeah, my mom says that too. Sorry about it, because we're a sex positive pod.
No, we're just dirty.
Yeah, we're just dirty.
We're just gross.
We're just gross. We're disgusting. Also, some of you are getting your merch, not your holiday merch, but the initial merch that we sold in September. You're getting that now. Please take a picture.
We're getting some stuff. And I'm usually sharing it in stories.
Yeah, so please take a picture, tag it. We love it, and
it looks good. It's quite luxe.
It is
luxe.
Yes,
LUXE.
That's something we've been wanting. We've been wanting actually like a sweatshirt that wouldn't disintegrate the first time you washed it.
Gotta say, the first round,
boy,
yo, those graphics faded within 4 washes.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
This is actually decent merch.
It is. It's
Decent.
I actually wouldn't say decent. I would say
Love
really
Lux.
nice merch. Yes.
Why do
Yes.
I like that word, Lux?
Because it has an X on it that sounds like filth.
That's why I like it. I love an X. Even more 3Xs.
The metaphor for that just yes to all the versions people are thinking of an X. He loves. He loves. So there you go. All right, y'all. What are we doing to finding Mr. Christmas Corner in the middle of the show?
If you're listening on this is Monday of this next following week, Secret Lives of Mormon Wives, y'all. I think everything's out on the YouTubes. This whole season 3, everything should be trickling out in the next couple days, audio wise. Probably by Wednesday, the whole season. What a season! It's a fantastic season. Demi's a monster.
Yes. Yeah, it's...
And Whitney gives the performance of a lifetime.
You've seen episode 9 at the time of
I haven't yet.
Oh, you haven't?
No.
You don't even know the performance she gives yet.
Yeah.
It's really...
Whitney's gonna be a fucking star.
Yep. Yep, she is.
Yep.
Yeah. This everybody already knows this, but you hear, he's not seen, but we actually hear a little bit from Brett, like via phone call. Finally. So, and they're just, he and her are so gross. So anyway, it's a very new, but there's a lot of nuance in ethical things this season, and they really are ethical things, and they really are kind of, as we said, they really are trying to change Mormon culture.
Yeah. The way they know how. Making their way in the way they know how. That's just a little bit more than the law will allow. Just good old boys. That's what I called. I think I may have called. That's how Garrick Merrifield was dressed, and when his wedding day, like he was looking for those pesky Duke boys.
Pesky Duke boys. Yeah.
Where are they?
I bet that actor's dead. I loved him.
Oh, for sure. Roscoe P. Coltrane.
Boss
Hogg is definitely dead. Boss Hogg's been dead for 30 years.
Oh, for sure. Sure.
Those Duke boys.
Is Boss Hogg dead? Yes. Wow.
He's been dead.
His name was Sorrel or Sorrel, Sorrell. Sorrel Book.
Okay.
Well, let me check. I got to make
Find
sure.
about Roscoe P. Coltrane.
Is Roscoe
I think he's dead. Please let him be dead. Please let him be dead.
James Best. He passed away on April 6, 2015. At the age of 88.
He lived a good long life.
Not that we wanted him to be dead, y'all, but if we said his name.
I did say, please be dead. Please be dead.
I don't think
in a way that I did not want to kill him.
Died in Raleigh, North Carolina.
Okay. Can we move on? I don't want to kill anybody else today.
Yeah. I've been trying to. I've had a whole day of trying to move on, and you keep
just
talking
like Lauren says to Libby. Why are you running your mouth?
Why? Okay.
All right.
Where do we last leave them?
Should we jump in with Kara and Guillermo?
Please.
Oh, and this epilogue to Marriage Story. Fuck me. God, I gotta say, the feelings are real because neither of these people can fake it.
No.
It is fresh, and
they can't.
Excuse me?
No, it's like they can't. Guillermo is, and he's trying to compartmentalize it and be very intellectual about it. And I understand that's a coping mechanism for him. But then,
and that's breaking my heart even more. And it's breaking hers.
That's what people do. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Anyway, so let's jump in.
She says at the beginning, she said, this is a lot of heavy stuff. And we both often joke about it because we're trying to keep it light and surfacey, because if we get into it deep, then it's too painful.
Yeah. And so Sean asks, where are you? Because we are separated and we are co-parenting. She's still living in the house they bought together. This is interesting. It's a really interesting tack because we never saw talk about the house on this season.
No, that there was there was a lot of talk about, not a lot, but this was never brought up. New plot point.
So my question is,
because can I just say,
yeah,
because they ended their segment so early on, they could have given us, I think, 3 more episodes of their arc, kind of life after separation, but they're saving it again for last resort. I
agree. I said this before, though. I don't think either that or I don't think they wanted to film anymore.
Possibly.
Yeah,
that's true.
Yeah, especially Guillermo. I don't think Guillermo wanted to film anymore because every single time, Kara cried in every single scene, and she couldn't get through it. So they're in the and they're living in the house they bought together, and Sean keeps saying, "With both of your funds," and Kara kind of frowns. And she's like, yeah, in the sense that we were married and our money was one. And his name is on the deed, but not on the loan. And Guillermo says, well, here's the thing. That's not true. It's not that I didn't contribute money. And at one point, and she's talking and he goes, no, I'm waiting for my moment. And she just says, fine, have your moment. It is so fucking raw. Yeah, and anyone who's been in a situation like this sees this and goes, "Oh, this." If you've fought with someone where you loved someone, and the mirror side of that is just absolute, just the part of you despises them, and there is so much there. And she says, or he says. He's like, what I was putting in was more for the budget, groceries. And Alexei says, but you can't separate the house and give him back his food. 100% right.
No, that's why, y'all, you don't get married unless you are positive you want to join finances and things with someone, because it's very hard to separate this out.
This is the thing. Y'all let me know a lot more about this. So many of you came at us and says, yeah, I have a different account than my husband.
Yeah.
Or we have our own accounts and we have one account just for family stuff.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah. It felt a little, I don't know if it also made me think, well, then why are we talking about this? If this is an issue that they already solved,
we're talking
why are
about
we bringing
this?
it up? It wasn't in the show. So, and I can't, it just feels like, and she was terrible last episode too, but it feels like they're trying to give her a bad edit.
Yep.
And make him look like he gave everything up, poor him. And then the guys, the 90-day, and maybe we're just reacting that the gross way the guys just immediately side with him. Yeah. Like when Jovi literally said, well, this is all your fault. What a fucking stupid, idiotic blanket statement to say. Just shows you how nuanced he thinks in his own marriage.
Yeah, exactly. I think Sean asks, is there equality in this relationship? And Guillermo says, no. If I did the things she did, I would be looking really bad. None of that is really applicable in this way. Because if you can say you're going to flip the genders of something, but it always comes with a lot more nuance. You can use it to illustrate something of why men and women are different, but it's not going to feel like... It's not going to feel unequal in that way. The issue here is we don't know everything, and Guillermo obviously thinks that what Kara did made her, quote, look bad to everyone. Mm-hmm. And if I did that, people would be yelling at me and telling me I was a cheating father. Which people are saying that about Kara.
People are saying that about Kara, and probably people would if it was flipped, but I think people would come for him. But at the same time, it's just like you said, I feel like we don't know the full story, honestly, from both of them.
Right.
Because yes, she's going out, but also she's trying to build her music career. Now, does she need to stay out till 4 a.m. to build a music carear? I don't think so, but I'm not trying to do that.
I think she does need to do that.
I don't think. I think where some of it started coming out is that this is
just for clarification. I think she can do that because it doesn't matter if she can do anything she wants.
Yeah, Exactly.
And she shouldn't be shamed as being a slut for staying out till 4.
Well, what this comes down to feels like too is this about the going out or is this about her drinking? Does Kara have a drinking problem?
So okay.
So then
all
we
these
never
new
saw
things.
that. We never saw that either. But then but this one made sense in that people are very slow to admit these type of topics because there's a lot of emotions and shame around it. Because, well, yeah, we'll get it. But when they dropped in that bomb, it's like, oh, so this isn't fully about networking.
Can I ask you a question? And maybe I went to maybe it was obvious. I went to a place in this that maybe it wasn't. But I want to ask. Guillermo she says things like, I keep your kid, but I don't care about you. It's not your country, but I don't care about you. And she said, I never said that to you. And I wrote, is he accusing her of making like racist comments to other Latino people?
I don't know. I don't know because he accuses her of that. And I'm like,
did that what it sound like to you? Did it
like
sound
very xenophobic, racist comments?
Yes. Okay. So
and I thought,
it hit me that way too. Like, is she like talking to maybe like a Latino woman who keeps her child? That's what it sounded like. Maybe and he was and the way they edited it, y'all, it was kind of confusing. But I don't care about you. It's not your country.
If someone said that to me, I feel like I would have if I was trying to cover it up.
Yeah.
Lie, I would have a big, strong reaction.
Right.
But she kind of doesn't. She has more kind of like a confused.
She said, I never said that to you.
So I don't think she said that because then he said he supported her because he said, well, it wasn't what you said. It was and this can be true, the intention, the emotion behind it.
Yeah. Yeah.
But now I don't know if that's a new thing that we have. Unless it's a new, although she was terrible last episode, and that was a new Kara we haven't seen. We have never seen Kara to be xenophobic on this show, and that would be surprising to me. And it's just both of them. They will be great on Last Resort because they both are human and they both have a lot of flaws. And Guillermo does, because we've seen this before, he almost makes up a narrative in his head without talking to anyone, and then he believes it to be true.
Yeah. It's
not.
I'm looking forward to them, but they're going to be so fucking divisive, and I'm just like preparing myself for it. It's the way the 90 Day Fiance community talks about them as a couple. It's very Team Guillermo, Team Kara, and it's divisive.
Yeah, and it feels like I'm kind of, I'm team of whatever their happiness is because it does seem like Julia said, when they were playing Truth or Dare and all that, the way you could tell they both still have deep feelings for one another.
One thing Sean asked, do you think, Guillermo, you'd be treated differently if you didn't have a son with Kara? He says, yes. In what way? He's like, well, there's a small line of respect I feel for her because I'm Nico's father. If that wasn't true, there would be no respect. This feels like racism. It feels like he's trying to say that. And maybe I'm missing all this wrong.
Maybe possibly. I mean, but I also feel like that's an unfair question. Of course, you're going to treat someone differently whether they're an immigrant or not. You're going to treat someone differently who is the father or mother of your child. You just are. Because if they haven't had a kid, y'all, this would have been a bang trip gone bad, and they both would have gone their way and fucked somebody else hot. That's exactly what would have happened.
Well, they didn't. Oh, I see what you're saying. They didn't get pregnant on the bang trip. But
if they didn't have a kid, they would have done it. They probably would have moved. He probably would have worked it out, and they would have been like, because I do agree with all the stuff Kara said. I think he wants an idea of Kara that was.
I totally
doesn't
agree.
Like her in America, and there's also, I don't know. This sounds gross too, but there is this thing that happens not a lot, but it's happened with men that. They see the woman they're dating as this like fun, sexy, happy, and then when they become the mother of their child, it's like the attraction's gone. They think of them differently, which is so unfair. And I kind of get that vibe from Guillermo.
I understand what you're saying about attraction, but I think this is the fact that he thinks she should settle down. He thinks she should not be going out.
Mm-hmm.
He thinks she should not be partying.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And but I think the other thing, he keeps talking about respect. Y'all know what I have to say about respect. There's it's a word we throw around that no one really knows what it means, but it has something that you owe someone something from your relation, from your, but it's used to say, it's used to highlight something, either something that is across gender or across cultural, that something needs to happen, that one person defers to another in a certain way.
Yeah.
And when people start throwing it around, it usually means that someone is not getting something that they expect. And usually it means the other person is expected to give them something, and it never feels equal in that way. And so it's a word that always makes my ears perk up. And Guillermo says, in fact, her mother said, the way she speaks to you, Guillermo, is really bad. And I'm going to say this. I think this is dirty pool on Guillermo's way to bring up stuff that Kara's mother said. I think he's grasping at straws and trying to make her look bad.
I just don't know who to believe, honestly.
I don't either.
After this, because I don't fully trust either of them.
No, same. And then she says, well, what do I call you? And he doesn't say anything. She's like, I know my tone can be sharp. And Guillermo goes, we're talking about words, the way you speak to me. And I went, what did she say?
I was going to say, but he never says the actual words. He tried to once, and she said, I never said that. And then
is it like a racial slur?
Her and said, you didn't.
That's what I keep thinking.
I don't know.
And we're talking around it. And then Sean goes, okay, let's pivot. How's your music career going? And I went, no. I screamed because it was just like, I'm like, what am I not getting? What am I not getting here?
Yeah.
I think I can just imagine all of the comments now about Kara. She had no idea what's coming for her. It's going to be rough.
No, and she showed her ass last episode, and so now that's going to give ammunition.
It's going to be rough.
Because one thing we've learned on this show is that especially a lot of women viewers are going to come for her harder because that just happens, and that's going to be really bad.
It's the same thing with Jasmine. Yeah, but in a different setting, because Kara sided with most of the bad men in the first part of this tell-all.
She really did. I mean,
yeah.
Why are you taking Gino's side? Of course, all those stupid guys did.
Yeah,
but come on, the fuck on.
Gross. So they're talking about music, and we talked to this about a little bit.
What she talks about, what was heartbreaking, because she said, I never thought I would be married to someone who doesn't support me. And I think there's truth. We've talked about that too. I think there's truth in that too. I don't think he said, like, he keeps talking about the hurtful words he says she says to him, but she said that he would say things like, you're a silly little.
He doesn't think it's serious. Bottom line, he doesn't think Kara's career as a singer is serious.
And it doesn't. Stop. It's hard sometimes. Full stop. It's hard for artists to date someone who either isn't also an artist or doesn't understand the artistic life.
Empathy for it. Yeah.
And
I understand that very well.
No, yeah. We both have talked about that. That's something we would want to find in relationships. And I don't think Guillermo's ever going to understand that. And I don't know if it comes from a place of his upbringing or it's a lot of different factors.
Yeah.
But that's like if someone doesn't support what you want to do as an artist, you feel like they're literally not supporting of you as a person. Like that. They
can't see that side of you.
Yeah.
There's a part where Guillermo was talking about she would go sing and then she'd go to parties and then be at a house at 4 a.m. And they're going, well, she's just having fun. And then, however, Kara said, if his goal was to be a singer, I would be there. And he said, well, I would have, I don't know if I would do the same thing. And he said, but he's like, really? And then it goes, I have a problem with Kara drinks. And I was like, oh my God, there's more. And every single thing, I'm like, I don't know. None of this was covered on the show. I would have really liked to have you, because he did say, then she's drinking and then she's blah, blah, blah. But I thought you
Jovi
would just,
said, I think she's just using the career so she can go out.
Of course. What an asshole. Anyway, so she's like, he says when she drinks, she's a completely different person. And he's like, and she knows it. And he's like, I wasn't comfortable. She'd be dancing and she'd be drinking and dancing cute with other guys. So now remember, she dances already. That's something she does. She does like bachata and stuff like that. She's already dancing. Like that's the scene.
When I think what we're getting caught up on, look, do I think in a relationship, married woman, whatever, if you don't have an open relationship, should you be going out drinking and flirting with a bunch of people? And that if that's not an agreement?
Right.
No, that's not. So I don't think we're excusing it. I think what we're talking about is I don't fully believe, like I feel like is Guillermo gilding the lily here, and it's not. Yeah. Is she just networking? And the reason I say that's because what you just said, he keeps throwing out things that we haven't heard of before, and what that tells me about storytelling, at least, it's kind of like what kind of undercuts a lot of what Demi is trying to do on Secret Lives of Mormon Wives. When someone's throwing out these darts that we've never heard of before, it almost feels like then they don't really have a good case to stand on to begin with.
Right.
And maybe that's, I don't know.
And the other part of it is you could say maybe it was brought up in their seasons and it wasn't aired. But it seems like with Sean's questions and the things they're bringing up, this is now more of a hit piece on Kara. And shouldn't we have seen that before?
Yeah.
And I guess, so then we have this, so then Guillermo says, well, they're talking about her going out, and Yara's like, wife is not the one who sits home and cooks and cleans. But Kara says, I never changed. He changed. And Guillermo would probably say the same. She was someone else on vacation, and now I don't even know this person. But then they're talking about, Guillermo says, we agreed that she had a problem drinking, and she agreed to stop drinking. And because she said, I thought maybe you're right. I tried to do it, but he was still being ridiculous and he wasn't putting in any effort. So she just said, I tried it for like 2 weeks. And Sean goes, don't you think you should have tried it for longer than 2 weeks?
He's like, he's trying to. I think she probably did it more just to hurt him, because I do think she's right. I think Guillermo gives lip service. I think we'll see this on Last Resort. Last Resort, same thing.
Yeah.
He gives lip service to things, but I don't think he follows through with his actions. Remember, this is a guy who one day I'm joining the military. I'm quitting my job without telling you. I went to therapy and said I didn't love you. Like, because Kara acted like a brat last episode. Yeah. And we can't then just gang up on her and excuse the season showing what an asshole this guy's been to her.
The thing is,
not an immovable asshole.
Yeah, Guillermo is almost always going to get a sympathetic edit when he is explaining his terms because of how well he does at it.
Yeah.
And regardless that English is not his first language, he has some mix-ups and things like that, but he is completely convinced in what he's saying.
Yeah.
And he says she doesn't listen when people tell her what to do. Her mother told me that. Her mother says, Guillermo, she'll do whatever she wants.
I think that's Spot It. You got it. I think that's Guillermo.
Yeah.
I think it's
and
projection.
Then this is where I feel like if I was Kara, I'd be like saying to the producers, y'all do me dirty. Because then Sean goes, let's talk about the DJ. So let's bring up this DJ. I'm going to say this now.
Yeah.
She hooked up with him in 2011. It is 2025. This is a completely different time.
It's a different time. I will say it is. Yes, I totally. But it would be like, wait, I know it's hard to fully trust someone when you know the other person, what she missed later, would sleep with them in a second.
She should not have said that. Oh my God.
That was, again, those are those.
She can't help herself.
They can't help but hurt each other because they're resentful of one another.
And she can't help but fuck herself. But it's like, if I wanted to, this is very pick me. This is very like, if I said so, he'd be here today.
I've really just had a dark thought.
Great.
Can I poo-poo this?
Sure.
They both seem to resent each other so much. And I thought, what are they resenting? I went, what if she's resentful of him because he doesn't support her music career, and he's resentful of her because she's not being the mother or housewife that he
100%.
wanted her to be. And does this go deeper that they both just resent they even have a child and got married and did it all to begin with?
Oh yeah, I don't think that's that dark.
Oh, okay.
I've already thought that.
There.
I've already thought in part of her life says,
resentful
I
of
made a
the
bad choice.
That they're resentful of the life they're in.
Oh yeah. I think she's much more there of being resentful, and she can't believe that Kara's a planner. Kara has planned out all of this. Guillermo is not part of the plan. And I think she is
And he's
punishing.
not a planner. He is a flyby.
Guillermo is still desperately in love with Kara.
Yeah. He's also
And it
very
won't go
fucking
away.
young, y'all. Don't get it twisted.
He's 25.
Yeah, that's pretty young.
Kara's 31.
She's 31. So she's just...
These are two different people. Two different people who probably should have never married.
Yeah. And I think that's what...
Kara should have been with someone so much older than her.
I think, honestly, this happens to a lot of people.
Yeah, totally.
I think that's why, y'all, if you do comment on her page or whatever, you feel the need to do that, just remember, like, yes, they're a reality star, but try to, you can still, these are, especially in this case, two humans that are, I think they trigger big responses in us as we watch them because a lot of us see ourselves in their story.
I can see myself in both of their stories. Yeah.
I could see Guillermo in my story. My little book nook.
Ooh, yuck.
Hey, the library.
Book nook?
Hey, book nook. Yeah, you should read my sex. I'd be like,
and a worm goes, whoa,
if you slide in my book, I'll give you a free pizza party too.
Yuck. I'm uncomfortable. Anyway, Kara basically says, look, I get the signs they're there, but I have not betrayed his trust. I actually believe her.
I do too.
I believe her. I don't like it when she's saying, if I called him right now, he would definitely do it. I don't love that. But Guillermo's like, no, it's not about him. My problem is with her. And Kara's like, look, I've always wanted to sing. I've always been a partier. I've always been doesn't help her really throwing in some Spanish words. It doesn't make the cosplay doesn't help. Mm-hmm. So I would tell her, stop trying so hard there. You're still a white girl singing Latin music. Just know your place in that.
Yeah.
You're still a white girl singing Latin music. Mm-hmm. And he's like, he was fine with all that. But then we got to America and I was with my friends and then it became a problem. And then at one point he's like, did you cheat, Kara? She said, never. Do you believe her, Guillermo? He went, sure. And that, I don't think that's what I couldn't take from Guillermo. The constant, if you don't believe me, if you think I cheated, leave, please. Don't ever bring up the fact that you think you could still be with me ever.
Look, Guillermo's very sensitive. I think Guillermo probably needs a lot of attention and validation from someone. He would never say that. So even just the fact, this is more about, it's that the career is taking her away. He's trying to use it about being a good mother. And it's ironic. He says earlier, well, it's not about the words Kara says, it's how she says it. Well, it's interesting. It's not about the words he's been saying, but he is trying to make the case this episode that Kara is a bad mother.
It's reading between the lines, yeah.
And I almost wish he would just fucking say it. But
yeah.
What were you going to say?
I totally agree. I think Guillermo says after that, you were the love of my life, and I fell in love with you. And there was a point that I felt the person that I fell in love with wasn't there anymore, and I need to accept that. And Kara heard that, and you almost saw there was this change in her posture, and she grabbed a tissue, and I was just gutting because he literally said, you're a different person, and I need to accept that. And for her, they fell in love. There's certain things that she loves about him, and something she could tell. Part of that kind of trust is gone that moment, and it was devastating. I gotta say, y'all, if you want to know what a perfect 90-day messy couple is, this is it. It's perfect. It's with culture. It's with age. It's with different ways of seeing the world. Mm-hmm. They're destined to fail.
I think this has to deal with a lot too. He gets resentful in that he needs a lot. Like I said, he needs a lot of attention from her. So she does things with friends. But you said something that kind of thought, oh, this is about. It's really hard. I think Guillermo is a lost soul right now. He doesn't know what he wants to do in life.
For sure.
He doesn't know what his identity is. He's trying to figure all that out. The problem is you got to be made of strong stuff when you're a lost soul, when you're with someone who's found and knows exactly who they are.
Because Kara knows exactly what she wants to do.
And I think
that's a good point.
He probably would never admit it, but I bet he's really jealous of her.
Good point. That's a really good point.
That's hard. Happens a lot. What an uplifting pod.
No, this is heavy.
It's heavy.
Y'all, this is some heavy shit.
It's riveting.
And then we see the clip of Kara's mom's. Then they're going to give Guillermo his lunch and dinner. And a clip of Kara's mom's story about cheating. And it's like, he looked guilty. So it's showing, and Andre goes, he came back shuffled. And Libby tries not to laugh. Instead of disheveled. Because y'all, Andre's, I guarantee you, because she said it before, corrected him as English, he's really fucking sensitive about it.
Oh, yeah.
And he gets like, what are you making fun of me?
And it's like how he says everything shoveled. He says it with such confidence.
Shuffled. Like that they spelled it like shuffled, like cards. Mm-hmm. He came back to shuffled. And so Guillermo's like, no, that was because I was on the river and I came back smelling bad. And Kara's like, he came home from work, not the river.
He was in his work clothes and he came home an hour late from work.
So now Guillermo is saying, I don't know when this time happened because Kara was overseas and when he was taking care and they were bringing, he was coming home. Her mom and stepfather were bringing the kid home. And at one point Yara goes, she's fire. He's ground. They can't be together.
Yeah, she does say that, which is really true. So
we kind of that is, we don't know where daylight is there, whether he came home from the river or in his work clothes. I'm just trying to figure out. You know what the interesting thing here is? I know we need to talk about allegations of cheating because it's so rich for this, but that's not the problem. That's not even the problem. Mm-mm. The problem is absolutely no trust and a non-alignment of lifestyles and wants.
Yeah.
And but doesn't make it's great television. So I understand why they're doing it.
Yeah.
And so they're talking about Sean says, are we headed for divorce here? And Kara says, we're separated now And then do you want the marriage to work? Again, these are weird questions. I understand why they're there, but of course, but I don't know
also
if
they were asked of her and not Guillermo.
very, very good. And then she said, yes, of course I want the marriage to work, but I don't know if it's the best thing for us.
But at least she finally asked him, though, because I wondered, like, surely they're going to get to this. She said, you said in therapy that you didn't love Kara.
Ugh.
And he pauses. And this is an opportunity for a guy who has some self-introspection to say, it's kind of like Jasmine. He flubbed this so badly.
He did. Yeah.
He just, because.
And she reacted badly.
And as she should. So he's like, well, you know, she's the mother of my children.
Kid.
And
we consider that very important in Latino culture, in my culture.
But I don't know. And I don't know. And
he still loves her. Come on. That was to hurt her.
Yeah, I think they're really, y'all, because we talked about it, he's a jealous type. So
I don't know what they're going to be like on Last Resort. I don't know. I can't imagine they're going to stay together.
They both said they feel lost. And, you know, Jasmine kind of says to him, you know, you need to dig more into your feelings because that's our culture. Yeah. This is something, and that's good because she can have those kind of conversations with him. And then but literally, how do you dig more into your feelings? Go to Last Resort.
Yes.
They could just shoot them through a tunnel at this point. They just go, wouldn't you love it, Sean Robinson? And you're going on the Last Resort slide.
And you're going on, and they pull it, and she pulls the thing, and then they go into like boats. And they all go through an underground
James
thing.
And Reba and Heidi waving and skipping, going, hi! They better pick them again. I don't want any other therapist. I
agree. Not that awful woman, Sarah.
She can sit on a cactus.
So we take a little break, and I think it's time for us to take a break.
What's that I hear? Poodle. Oh my. Is it sleigh bells?
Don't put these in, Christina. You don't need to.
Sleigh bells and the sound of sitting on someone's lap?
I don't demand anything when I do a corner.
Oh! Just hear those sleigh bells jingling, the ring ting-a-ling-a-ling-ling.
Ring ting-a-ling-a-ling.
Come on, it's Finding Mr. Christmas on Hallmark or Hallmark Plus.
Are you obligated to say that contractually?
No, because they haven't gotten back to me about screeners, but I want to interview Melissa Peterman and Jonathan.
The fact that no one is getting back to you speaks volumes.
It's like fucking trying to get through to Scientology to get through Hallmark. It's ridiculous. I'm like,
we're doing promo for them.
I'm like, can I just get a fucking screener and just talk to
Melissa?
That's
not how PR works.
Apparently my father agrees too. He's angry too about it.
All right, let's get this over with.
Okay. I'm going to tell you one thing. Y'all, if there's any reason. Now, Marcus is a guy who's really, really hot. And again.
I did watch about half an episode, the first episode.
Look, y'all. Marcus is hot, and I still think he'll probably end up winning or at least be in the top 2.
He is very hot.
However, Rustin is coming from behind.
Okay. That guy, to me, he's the hottest one on the show.
Well, you should have seen the scene that he did because he's also, I think, the best actor by far.
Yeah. He'd be a type that they don't really have, that kind of hair.
He would.
And
Now, y'all.
And he's a musician.
He's a musician.
That's all you have to say.
That's all you have to say.
Who just started taking acting lessons, right? He's the one who just started.
Yeah, but he's good. He's very nice. You know, he's comfortable with himself or himself.
He can get comfortable with myself.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. It's
himself. Comfortable with himself.
Yeah. So now this episode remember there is they have the mini challenge and the maxi challenge. They call them some holiday things. I'm using Drag Race because that's basically what it is. So for the mini challenge, they have to build a gingerbread house. But this is what I'm loving about this.
Faggy.
I built one in middle school. We had to for Mrs. Gragg's class, the math teacher.
Grag. It's a really unfortunate last name.
Yeah. No, we had to build and do all the measurements and build our own ginger house. I made my best friend Sean do all the measurements and tell me, and then I baked them, and then I just decorated it. But you guess what?
Yeah,
we won.
Shocker.
And poor Sean.
How big was the class?
Straight like 20 people, maybe 40. And Sean, bless his heart, straight as an arrow, but still a bit, y'all, he's practically my brother. We've been friends since we were 5 years old. And
brother friend.
But I actually think he's my brother in the past life.
Yeah, we've gotten over through this.
Yeah,
this is such bullshit.
Well, it's true.
Can people just be your friends without having to suggest some extra familial bond?
No, because you were definitely we were definitely two feuding kings who
enemies.
We tried to kill each other.
Queens.
It's queens. Yeah, we're queens.
More like two sex workers. And you had a hump.
Yeah, sure. And you had a lot of bumps.
Probably.
So, but anyway, I was gone because I had an orthodontist appointment that day. And so when the Lone Grove Ledger came out to take a picture of the winner, bless his heart, this straight acting guy had to take a picture by this faggy old gingerbread house. I still have
What was this for? Like a project?
It was actually she was a great math teacher. It was like, how do you make, it was like doing the measurements and using geometry or whatever So it was she was a great teacher. It was really a smart idea.
Okay.
And so anyway, kind of hard though.
Like a really faggy assignment.
Because Oinky built the pig pen in like a day and everybody else was struggling on the measurement.
Pig. It was in the school.
Oinky the pig who, beat the curve. But anyway, so they make a gingerbread house, but this is what is so good about this season. Well, first of all, the guys are
do it naked.
They just at this point, they're leaning in. They're just called hunks. Like they just call them not contestants. They're just
that's
hunks.
what they are. They're just hunks of meat.
They're looking at them more like man meat, and I appreciate it. But also, y'all, Jonathan they're letting him be more of himself, and it's so great. Like he's doing the intro, and he's like, everybody knows during the holidays, most people like the perfect thing is a gingerbread house. And then he said, personally, he's like, I've always loved a fruitcake. And then like kind of winks and smiles. And I'm like, yes, this is the fucking camp we're talking about on this show. So anyway, Craig does a rap. It's terrible. I think he's going to be gone soon. Marcus keeps talking about his girlfriend. He brings up his girlfriend like 4
they really
times.
throw that around.
Boy, yeah, we get it, Marcus. You like pussy. Fine, we get it. Robbie, though, the queen, ends up winning the Festa Face-Off or the mini challenge because he built a gingerbread house and put rainbow on it in ode to his drama teacher.
I could have scripted that. I could have just written that he did that.
So the maxi challenges. So he gets his advantage. The maxi challenges. It's a cowboy Christmas, and they're all dressed, and they have to ride a horse and do lines, but doing it while riding a horse.
Ride a horse and do lines, not like Coke, like say lines.
Yes, say lines. Yes. And so, y'all, the guest this week, which you would love, is from Days of Our Lives and over 30 Hallmark movies. Allison Sweeney. And so she comes in riding a horse like the boss bitch she is. What an icon.
I love her.
We could put her in our icon series.
Let's run a couple years.
Okay. So Robbie gets an extra 5 minutes with her. Whatever. Okay. That's his thing. Now, Angel.
Love 5 minutes with Allison Sweeney.
Angel's like, I'm a Latino and I'm a bartender. This is all about flirting this scene. I got this in the bag. Rustin has ridden horses a lot. And he already has an advantage. So does Logan. But
these names are straight out of gay porn. They really are.
Yeah, there's Davey.
These names are gay porn names.
There are, yeah. There is, yeah. Rustin, Angel, Logan.
Drake.
Yeah, Drake. Well, he's gone. Yeah.
Thanks for that's spoiler alert.
I think I said last episode he left because I did 2 episodes last time. But that just shows that you're listening.
Maybe. All the names fly past me. All I see is hair.
Yes, and pegs. So Robbie goes first, and I gotta say, he's not the best actor, but what he is good at, he can play straight, and it's believable.
Really?
He does a little bit of a different voice, but he did it. But
kind of like this.
It's just a little too much that he's trying too hard to be like, I'm really into you because I love boobs. But when he leans in, because they have a line at the end, and they say this line, like the line is basically, well, because when I want something, I usually get what I want. Mm-hmm. And so he said it like really intense and kind of whispered it. And it
Like
was
he's a murderer?
I thought it was a borderline creepy, but it was very heterosexual. Cut to Jonathan going and gay gasping, and it was fucking hilarious. It was so funny. Marcus goes up. He's with Jingle, the horse, who is called the main actor, the MANE. I guess
I
that's
know.
what they're.
I couldn't. I saw the pun coming from a mile away. Yeah.
So he does really, really well. Like, and he does so well that Melissa Peterman said he did his scene, and y'all, he's just so fucking gorgeous.
Yeah.
And Melissa, he's riding the horse, and she's like, and he's never ridden a horse before. And Jonathan says no, and she's like, gosh, put a saddle on me, Marcus. And then she looked at the camera and said, sorry, Mom, I said it. It was so great.
No, they're really horny. The episode I watched, the things they're saying.
Into the horny. Y'all, this does come. You actually don't have to join Hallmark Plus. I believe it does come on Hallmark TV if you have that.
Yeah. It's not on any streamer.
It comes on Monday nights and then the Tuesday it streams. But anyway, Logan's terrible, blah, 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 blah. Rustin gets up. And I'm going to send it to Caitlin to do a little screen grab because he says that last line and he says it with such big dick energy of just, I always get what I want. And at the exact time, he was sitting on the horse, the wind kind of blew his hair. It just tossed. It was, my dick moved. And so did Jonathan and Melissa's because Melissa just full on breaks the fourth wall and just deadpan and looks at the camera like, are you fucking kidding me? And I took a screen grab and Jonathan Bennett has his eyes closed just going, oh,
wow.
It's so fucking funny. But turns out Marcus won.
Well, good.
Well, Marcus won though because Rustin won last week. So they don't want to have two people win. So
I understand it.
Rustin to me is the front runner. Marcus is a close second. And Logan goes home and he cries.
Don't know who it is.
I'm saying it now. I think the top three actually are going to be Marcus, Rustin, and Robbie.
The gay guy?
Yep. I think he's going to make it to the final three.
We always choke.
On a
dick.
Anyway, we always choke on a dick. And that has been your Finding Mr. Christmas Corner.
That went on forever.
Christina Slaybells.
No, you don't get to.
Sorry, I knocked the headphone out of my ear from dancing.
You're such a fumbler.
No, I'm a fumbler.
I'm not a fumbler.
You're not a fumbler.
I'm a leaver. I leave things,
You're a
and
leaver?
I'm a dropper.
You're a dropper breaker.
You're what's worse, a fumbler.
No,
you will have something and you will fumble.
Yeah, but I don't break things continuously like you do.
Yes,
I think it's
you
worse.
do.
I do not. I think it's worse to be Poodle. How many intact coffee cups do you have? Intact, no cracks. Handle is on them.
I've got like 30. No, not 30. Probably 15. How many have I destroyed? 5 or 6.
That is. Every week living with him, you hear something fall in the sink and he go, God damn it.
Well, I'm not a fumbler. You're a fumbler. It's worse.
You're a break. No, breaker's worse. We need to move on. I don't think we can agree on this.
No, this isn't going to get fixed today, as Sean says. One day, they are going to say, wait, did we just fix something in a tell-all? Did we just solve something? Let's talk about Brandon and Julia. Not a lot happened here, y'all. I think
different Sean Robinson we're seeing though. The way that Julia comes up to her, and we saw Sean last episode.
I've never seen Julia or Sean be so maternal. Ever.
Truly, yes.
Good thing because she hasn't went through menopause, obviously.
She doesn't know.
As she said when Stacey was talking about going through menopause, she's like, I'm sure that's rough. Not me. Yeah, it was just.
Yeah,
I had 2 days of sweats and it was over for me.
Mm-hmm.
I can't really relate. She is very maternal. She helped Jasmine. She helped Julia, and turns out we knew this, right? Didn't we know that Julia had trigger warning miscarriages? Didn't we know that?
I don't know if we did.
Maybe
that
we
was
didn't.
New information to me, but. Maybe
they did not share it on the show, I don't think. So Julia says, this is why we were waiting so long to tell everyone. I should tell you, I'm 6 months pregnant now. And everyone goes, finally something we can celebrate. Everyone cries. A woman gives birth in the corner who's so excited. Lions lie down with lambs. Everyone. But she says, I have a high-risk pregnancy. And every day I wake up and I go, is it kicking? Then I feel that it's alive. I'm sure that is not an uncommon thing.
My mama
for
did that.
Women. But god damn, that's some anxiety.
Y'all, we don't want to be right. She did have miscarriages, and she said, especially for my brother, she poked on him all the time to make sure that he was moving. But what I was going to say about, so it's very common, but what is happening to Julia is she is going to raise such a neurotic, anxiety-ridden child if she does not. Like we said, she's having panic. She's someone who keeps thinking if A and B and C happens, then the anxiety will go away. Y'all, that doesn't. If you are anxious now, you will be later unless you work on the anxiety now.
Yeah.
And I just wish because Last Resort was kind of about her and Brandon, but no, she needs to go to like a good like CBT therapist or something, like just fucking her. It's not, because it's going to get worse when she has the baby. It's only going to get worse when
she has the baby. Yep. Totally agree.
And Betty's not helping because Betty's the same fucking way.
Yeah. And she said she was wavering on having kids. And when they were doing it and they're like, how are you feeling now? Well, she's like, then I think about what if I don't accept the baby? And at one point, Sean goes, what if everything works out great? And it's like something that not a lot of us said. What if things do work out instead of thinking everything that could go wrong? And it looked like she'd never, like someone had spoken to her in an alien language.
Yeah, which Brandon kind of laughs. It's like she never thinks that way.
Right. And they're talking about, you're a great person. You're going to be a great mom. Guillermo starts bawling. He's like, this touches me fucking hard. I haven't been able to cry in a long time. So y'all, Julia's pregnancy is solving everything.
Well, Kara did say, well, he cries about Nico a lot.
And he says,
I'm going to say this.
Yeah, go ahead.
If they don't get a handle on this anxiety, this will ruin their marriage.
I totally agree. I think there's the call is coming from inside the house.
Yes, that's a great way.
This is really rough.
Yeah,
and he's not going to be able to stand it anymore.
I say this with love, but when you make Lauren look relaxed, you got anxiety. You got fucking anxiety. But Lauren has done a lot of stuff. Maybe her and Julia, because she's done a lot of stuff to help her anxiety and to be calmer and done work on that.
Yeah, I think it's time to. She distrusts Western stuff like therapy anyway, and she needs to go to her own, and it's going to be hard for her. She's not going to be able to tolerate it well.
I hope there's not any abuse or anything like that, because it almost gives me the same vibes of Michaela on Secret Lives of Mormon Wives, who's trying to like confront this,
Yeah, I think it probably was due to her. I don't know when her parents got divorced, but I think it has a lot to do with trying to keep up appearances for the parents having a divorce.
I think that's a good, yeah.
And she's probably never gotten over it and never worked through it.
No, because she wants her family to her divorced parents to move from Russia to America,
right?
And doesn't even tell them.
So they say we haven't spoken to his parents, and Brandon says, I want to support her, but I don't want to also cause her any stress. And they're talking about. They're like, who thinks that Betty's going to move into her house after the baby's born? And almost everyone goes, take the help, girl.
Yeah, Lauren,
you're going to need it.
They're like, you need it.
Yeah.
Libby, it's
Lauren hates her mother, but the mother moved in after the kids.
When she's like, yeah, we were having sex, and Ron and Betty, and Alexi's like, yeah, that happened to us. Your mother's always coming over.
Yeah. And Kara's like, I'll be there. I'll be there to support you. I'm in Virginia. I'm 2 hours away. And they're like, should we call Julia's parents? And everyone, and Brandon's like, I'm going to cry. And I'm so excited. And so they're getting on the phone. And I wrote down, this is thrilling. I am excited.
This has been one of the best tell-alls I've seen in a long time.
True. And so they all say congratulations in Russian. And then Julia says, you're going to be grandma and grandpa. And they go, you're joking, right? And she shows them the belly. And the father's like, it just looks like you had a big dinner.
And the mom's like, I don't believe you. You're pulling my leg. And she does it again. And she's like, no,
guess how far along I am. They say 4, no 6. And they're like, and I went down, I wrote down, now this is a tell-all. They are literally telling all.
We should say that they were, which I thought was good. I'm sure it was probably pre-planned, or maybe it wasn't.
It was. I think it was.
But they told them because the cast basically said, do it. You need to do this now.
I think they talked to production, and they said they were going to tell Ron and Betty. And I think Julia having second thoughts was real, for sure, about being able to do it.
Yeah.
Because that's what was interesting about it. And
Ron and Betty show up. Betty's got her wine.
Big old pour.
And
they're talking about that. It's been a while since we've seen him. No birthday, no Father's Day. And I'm still not sure if the parents are faking that they don't know.
I think they're faking it because they led too much in with Betty talking about, she's like, what if something has grandkids? And then Ron,
God forbid.
And then Ron said, yeah, but they don't have kids yet.
Yeah.
And I'm like, we get it.
Maybe they're not any grandkids,
I think
Betty.
that's what they gave them away. They should have just let them be there, and totally. I would have believed it. But they knew.
And so Julia finally says, we have to tell you we are lying because we are next
Blackout.
Time on.
Yeah.
And that's a wrap.
That's a wrap. Y'all, this episode was only 50 minutes. It took us 4 hours to do this episode.
We were interrupted a lot.
We had so many things happen today. This retrograde is
leaf blowers, doorbells.
Yes. Fire alarms. Y'all, we hope that it's okay if you're just gripping the end of the desk this Mercury retrograde, because some of us are too.
I'm humping on it. Ooh.
Yeah, pretty much. All right, everybody. That is the show. If you watch us on Tuesdays on YouTube, hi. Thank you so much. Subscribe.
Thank you.
Subscribe to our YouTube channel. It's youtube.com/@RealityGays. Again, 10,000 subscribers. Poodle's reading dirty sext, and I'm watching a scary movie. Also, you can leave a review on Apple Podcasts or Spotify. We appreciate that very much. And we're getting to the holidays, and your Spotify Wrapped is going to show up and all. We love seeing that. So with that and the merch,
tag us.
Tag us. We love to see that. If you want,
I love getting tagged.
Same. If you
speaking of, I'm getting
love listening to us, but you don't love our commercials, that's fine. You can subscribe to the all.
Why not?
We do a good job. We really try, but you can subscribe to the all audio tier, which is the $8 tier that's available on patreon.com/realitygays or realitygays.supercast.com. Or Poodle, what's easier than you?
Apple subscriptions.
It's just one button. One button, it's one tier. And also with the holidays coming up, you can gift
it.
You can gift a year's worth of Apple subscription. You can gift
even a month.
You can also gift Patreon, and you can gift Supercast as well.
Yes.
So share the gay this holiday.
The gift of gay.
Whatever. I said.
That's the brand.
We've never branding that. Did we say
give the gift of gay?
I don't remember that.
That's the only thing you need for branding is consistency, by the way.
Well, I think you would make a bulletin board or something to help me remember.
We've been saying it for years.
All right, y'all. Do support our sponsors. They support our show. We appreciate them very much, and they enable us to do what we love to do. All right, everybody. That's the show. We call these people lonely hearts because aren't we all just lonely hearts looking for love in all the wrong places?
Yes. And if you have ever flinched when someone says, let's talk about the DJ.
Oh, boy. I have. Call us